Hi everyone, it's James Harrison here from Connective Chiropractic in Basingstoke. So we've organised a Facebook Live today, so it was meant at 12 o'clock, we're just slightly later because of a few issues, but we're all okay. And we're going to be giving you some breaking news. Now if you're actually seeing this, you'll actually know what the breaking news is already because it's on the headline of this Facebook Live. But we're going to go through quite a few things, and I hope that some of you will comment and post and like this feed as we're going through. I'm just going to get my little notifications of what people say up, so hopefully we should be able to find out some information. If not, maybe I'm not going to be able to do that, but if I can't see what people are saying, I will respond to all comments at the end of the Facebook Live. So I'm speaking to you from our arena clinic at the moment, and obviously this is in Basingstoke, and all the details of that are on our website. So the big news for today is that there are some changes that are going to be made with regards to some of the fundamentals of our clinic from here on in. Every end of the year, so in November time, what we tend to do is we survey all of our patients and we mishmash lots of data together so we know exactly where our patients have come from, who are our patients, the demographics of our patients, whether we're doing a good job, whether we're not doing a good job, are our prices right, are they not right, and what sort of feedback do our current patients give us with regards to the service that we're meeting. So we did that with no exception this last November, and we do that because we want to try and give you the best possible service that we possibly can in all ways, shapes and forms. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. So as part of this call, I'm going to also, well I say call, this Facebook Live, I'm also going to be talking a little bit about the prices and the locations and a few other things that are going on in 2018 as well. Because every February we normally review our prices. We've been going for about a year and a half, my business now, so it's a little bit weird to say that, but already we've got that sort of review mentality because we want to be the best that we can be, and also it allows us as a business to figure out what's profitable so we can keep going as well. Whilst we're waiting for a few people to get onto the call, I just wanted to remind you about the Super Self Summit that's going on at the start of February. If you want to know more information, there's plenty of information on this page about how you can get your tickets. The prices are going up on Monday, so you've got the weekend in order to get your tickets at a reduced price and a reduced rate. I'm going to be speaking at, sorry, I just rubbed my microphone. I'm going to be speaking at the event itself. So if you want any more information about how you can be better, feel better, move better, and just be at your optimum, then this is the event to go to if you're looking for some extra boosts with your New Year's resolutions, dieting and the like. It's going to be great actually, and it's based in Basingstoke as well, so it's actually really rather local, which is perfect. So I'm going to be relatively speedy because already there are things that are going live whilst we're doing this call. So there's a new blog post that's just going on. I'm just going to check whether it's actually on there whilst we're talking. And there are lots of other things that are going on social media to give the sort of game away really about what this call is all about. So there should be quite a nice chunk of information. It is live, so things you can get a little bit more information about. So check the blog post, it's just gone live. It's connectivechiropractic.co.uk/chiropractors open on a Sunday, and that will give you an indication of one of the things that we're going to be talking about, but it gives you a little sort of more formal potted history about what's going on from here. First thing I want to say is we pride ourselves in the service that we offer to our patients. We are always looking at other ways of increasing what we're doing and really gaining some momentum so that people can rely on us not only for the chiropractic care but for empowering well-being, and also to make sure that people see us as a pinnacle or an option or go-to place for health and healing in Basingstoke and the surrounding regions. And Boney and myself certainly take pride in making that happen for people in our region. We're different to a lot of chiropractic clinics because not only do we have a philosophy behind why we adjust people, and we are looking at an evidence-informed way of helping people with their aches and pains, restrictions and their general health care, but also we have a philosophy and a brand with our clinic as well. That creates lots of extra headaches for us as a business, but it actually means that you can rely on it somewhat and know that we're forever trying to be the best that we possibly can. It means we've developed our own style of care, and perhaps our own ethic of care as well. And we're always trying to be as transparent as we possibly can be as well in whatever we're doing with part of our business. So this includes also the people we choose to work with. So that transparency isn't just literally in our care plans and our practices, but also who we choose to work with. And as a result of that, there are some little bits of information as to why we're making some of these changes coming up on this call as well. It makes sense for us to be transparent and open and honest with our patients, because we're asking patients to be open and transparent with us as well. So actually it is a two-way process, and you'll hopefully get some ideas as to why we're shifting our clinics and why we're changing what we're doing, which is great. As you know, we're a small bit. I've got some notes by me, but as you know, we're a small business. It is just me. So actually, there's lots of other things and nuances going on. And whilst our business has grown, well, my business has grown to the point that we have got a clinic at a wonderful place, and we've gained business awards, so such as the Inspire Business Awards that we were proud to win in November. One of the reasons why we won the award was for our growth plan, and our desire not to just sit as a chiropractic clinic, but to actually make a social imprint onto our community. And if something's going to hold us back from our goals and our dreams, then actually we need to do something about that and make sure that we stay on track. Excuse me. So we really do need to make sure that the message that we give as a chiropractic clinic and also our brand lies not just in the expectations of our patients, but the people we work with and also ourselves, because we set ourselves up for quite a big goal in our region. The care that you receive should be the care that we want you to receive. That's the sort of nth degree. So we're always fiddling with things to make sure that what we provide is the best. So you might have noticed that some of our branding's changed. We've had a new website. We've updated our website even since the new website's gone on, and that's because of changes in rules and legislation. Advertising Standards Authority have edited their viewpoints on what we can say and what we can't say, and we keep editing it so we can try and offer you the best service we possibly can, and that we're not also providing bad information, because there's a whole host of bad information out there about chiropractic, about healthcare, and about healthcare choices as well. And for us, it's about starting to change that conversation so that people know what's going on and how actually you can get the most out of your health and well-being, even if you don't have any aches, pains or restrictions. Even if perhaps chiropractic care isn't right for you, then how can you interface that? How can you come to see us and perhaps get referred to somebody else? And this sort of conversation and this dialogue, this headache, is actually something that we are priding ourselves into in our region, and we're really trying to do our best for you. So it's sort of a preamble to us explaining what we're doing, because there is a business, a professional, a goal side to it. There is lots going on. So before Christmas, we released lots of plans, so prepayment plans and schemes, and we worked through that in line with what we're allowed to do with our regulators. We think we've done that as well as we could. We've also released our foot scanner as well, so extra products and services, and we've launched our new website. These are all increased costs to us as a business, and whilst they're all offerings as well. And there have been lots of other increased costs too, from our regulator charges to increased card fees. Well, they're taking off card fees, but prices in general are increasing as a result. Inflation, you name it, you've got it. So with all of that, we have to make a decision as to whether we put our prices up or not. And it was my decision early on that whilst every February we make a review of our prices, I'm not going to do that. We are really happy with our prices as they currently are. And one of the things that we've noted is that patients, our customers, are really happy with our prices as well. So we noticed that from our November survey that in fact our patients said that they were really happy with our price structure, and actually there were more people who said that they would pay more than they would pay less. So that was really, really encouraging for us, because it shows that our patients and our customer base really value the care that we offer. Perfect. So we're not going to charge more if people are quite happy, and if we can find ways to reduce our costs. So that's the drive behind this. It's basically it's cost saving, so we don't have to put your prices up anymore. And considering we've just offered these plans and new schemes and those type of things which give discounts, we're really mindful that we don't want to confuse that, to be honest. We've got enough going on. So Beechdown was our initial clinic of choice when we started our clinic. And the reason for that is because Beechdown Health Club is certainly one of the premier health clubs in the area, and we've been really, really fortunate to be running from there for the last year and a half. We run our clinic on Tuesdays and Thursdays at Beechdown Health Club, and then a few months ago we set up a new clinic at Arena Business Centre in Basingview in Basingstoke for the rest of the working week. In the middle of that time, we also were running a clinic at Viable's not Viable's Health Centre, that's a new one, Viable's Community Centre, in order to overspill, so to cater with demand, and also because the people at Viable's Community Centre are absolutely wonderful and so accommodating as well. So we wanted to sort of have that sort of spillover as we were finding a new home. In order to try and save costs and to reduce the price of to keep the cost of our consultations and treatments the same, I approached Beechdown earlier on this week to reduce our day down from 2 days to 1 day, and thinking that would be a decent idea. That would have meant that we could have continued to be at Beechdown Health Club as well as at Arena, kept on our growth plan and kept going with everything that we planned to do. But the curveball was sent to us later on in the week when Beechdown wanted to put our rent prices up as a response to doing that. The reality is that a rental increase of about 20% is too much for us to withstand. And actually, we decided as a result of that it was completely unreasonable for us to be looking at ways of keeping costs down for our patients whilst withstanding higher prices. So we made the really uncomfortable decision on Thursday, so only really yesterday, well, it was actually technically Wednesday evening at about 1 o'clock in the morning, we decided that we were going to leave our Beechdown clinic completely. It's a huge change for our clinic because our apron strings definitely are with Beechdown, and we love our Beechdown clinic completely. But it's a no-brainer for us. We can keep the prices to you at exactly the same rate. We have a home. We can use our clinic at Arena Business Centre, and we can really, really, really grow and develop and make sure that some of the reasons why we won our award, our Inspire Business Awards, come to fruition. And this will really, really help us. So that's really positive in so many ways, shapes or forms. We've had a comment, and it is from Gareth. The Arena home is great, so inviting and friendly, a super fit for what you offer. Thank you so much, Gareth, for saying that. The reality is that's how we feel as well. And we are going to encourage as many of our patients to come over to our Arena clinic. It's beautiful here. It's light, it's bright, you can see Boney, you can book Boney. And if you're even here early, you can even get a cup of coffee or tea for free as well. So it's all kind of nice and comfy as well. There's even car parking. We just ran the back of Waitrose and John Lewis as well, and I'm not going to say how much money you can spend there because it is beautiful. So it is really, really lovely. So it is quite a nice sort of change. It gives a nice ethos. It makes things simple, so we know exactly where we're going to be at any given time. We've got another comment, so let's talk about it. It's from Polly Buckland. This makes sense for us. Arena is such a great venue, location, and plenty of parking. I can't agree more. It is a big change for my clinic. But it will work out well, I'm sure. It is a headache to get your head around, because I know certainly lots and lots and lots of people see us as the Beechdown chiropractor, and it's wonderful to have been seen as the Beechdown chiropractor, but we are now chiropractors in our own right in Basingstoke. We're proud to stand behind our brand and our company ethos and our ethics and our values, and we're going to stand up tall and say, right, we're now not just the Beechdown chiropractors, we're Basingstoke and Hampshire chiropractors and beyond. We're going to really sort of grow and develop. And as I said earlier about the award, that was, I should say, sponsored by the Typeface Group and organised by Destination Basingstoke, the lovely people at Destination Basingstoke. We are going to be achieving some of our goals and our plans as New Business of the Year by doing this. It's not necessarily what we planned, but we'll get there. Another comment, so Anne-Marie Warner-Reed says, great news, James, onwards and upwards, exciting times, all the best to you as well, Anne-Marie. So I think it's going to be a change, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting one, but it's going to be exciting. So I'm just going to confirm we are leaving our Beechdown clinic at the end of February. We're going to, as a result, have some changes in prices and locations as well. So we also have the Viables Clinic as well, so let me talk about that for a second. So Viables, wonderful people at Viables Community Centre. We're not giving up our links with Viables. We're going to use the Viables Community Centre in the future for workshops, amongst other places as well. We don't really need to use it as a clinic anymore. We can use just our arena home for that. But certainly it is the perfect place for us to make links into our community, and we're going to use that place for that as well. They're wonderful there, so that's perfect. So with this, there also comes lots of other changes. As I mentioned earlier, there is a blog post that gives us lots of extra information about what's going on, so you can go onto there and get this information in a nice little nugget. So I'm already aware this is a longish call. But let's talk prices next. Let's talk, we've already mentioned I'm keeping things the same. Yes, that is where they're going to be. So everything is on the website currently. Our wonderful website is up and running, a new website, and all the prices on there are accurate. On there is also the plans and the schemes as well. So if you want to have a little bit of a discount, there are plenty of opportunities on there. Just have a little look, have a little mooch. And if you've got any questions and you want any more information, feel free to ask me. For patients at Beechdown who want to come to Arena, yes, there is a little bit of extra travelling. We're about 3 or 4 miles away. It's not a huge distance, but we know that for some from our survey in November, that actually that can be quite a barrier all the same, because there are lots of roundabouts in Basingstoke. We get it. So we are offering a discount to our Beechdown customers who wants to come and see us in this next month, so in February or March. So in actually 2 months, we're going to give you £5 off. We would much rather give our patients some money off and say, come on, give us a try, than to pay the increased prices and make sure that everyone pays us more because of the increased charges. So we'd much rather give you a little bit of a discount so you have the money in your pocket, because hey, money is one of those things that can affect our health and healing, and we'd much rather give you the discount than charge you more. So that's what we're doing. So if you want to come in, all you need to do is put a little code in as you're booking and just put Beechdown. That's all it is. So just put Beechdown in there, or Beechdown 5 actually would be helpful. Beechdown 5, and you'll get that information. You'll get that little bit of a discount as well. Perfect. Let's talk about times. So when are we going to be open? So we've had quite a few differences in location. So let's talk about times. So empowering well-being, for people who know or have talked about it, is not just a nice sort of slogan for my business or my brand. It's also an affirmation for me and myself and my own circumstances, and also for the direction of the clinic as well. So empowering well-being is not just simply about empowering your well-being, but also the clinic's well-being and my well-being at the same time. So opening hours is always an interesting one, especially when we've become so known for our, well, what should I say it, less reasonable opening hours. We love it. We really love it. We love the fact that so many people can interface with us and access our services on either side of the day, either side of work, at lunch times, even over the weekends on Sundays. And so we've really wanted to sort of embody this change, and over the last few days we've come up with a plan of action. The plan of action is a bit fluid, but we're going to say that Arena is our new home full time. Big change. We are going to still take the odd occasional as a day off, however, obviously. So Saturdays we are not going to be open, but the rest of the working week we have got appointments available. As always, you can book in from 7 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock in the evening, and on Sundays we'll be open from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock. So lots of opportunities to book in. If we need to take any time off for any reason for us to empower well-being, and believe you me, it's going to happen at occasions, we will just block the time out. So the best place to know whether we've got an appointment available is our website. So you can go on to www.connectivechiropractic.co.uk. There's an appointments tab on there. You can click on there, and as simple as, if you can book an appointment, it's available and it's yours for the taking. Just to give you a little heads up, because I know a few people have stumbled over this, you haven't got an appointment booked until you click the green link to confirm it. You should get a confirmation email afterwards. If you don't, it's not reserved. We can't confirm that you've got the appointment, but you can actually go back and check to see that you've got the appointment, because it should be out on the diary if that is something that you want to check. So double check that you book an appointment, but certainly we're now open Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays occasionally, but Fridays, and Sundays at Arena Business Centre in Basing View. Lots to do. So where does this go for the direction of my clinic, and how is things going to grow and develop? Well, for those people who have been patients of mine for a while know that we were looking at bringing a new member of staff in at one point. We would love to do that. So the call out is there to chiropractors who might be watching this video. If you are looking for a job, you are more than welcome to contact me. So it's james@connectivechiropractic.co.uk, and we'll be happy to think about it. So it'd be really wonderful. The idea is that we would be really great to be able to expand our service over the next year or two. It's early days yet though, so even in graduates, those are things, get in contact if you're interested, because we are now open to it, our eyes are open to it. We're here to grow, and as I said earlier, it's a really lovely, even though this might not necessarily be the most positive of weeks in terms of we're making big decisions for our business, it is positive in the respect that it allows us to stand on our own 2 feet as a clinic, be behind our brand and our ethics and our values, and really do what's best for our patients as well as for us as well. It's going to be really exciting. I'm just checking my notes that I haven't missed anything. I think I have mentioned everything that I need to, apart just from saying a huge thank you to all of our patients for supporting us ever since we started. I mean, it is really amazing about how much our empowering wellbeing community has grown, and how much our patients have really got behind all of our decisions, whether they are frivolous, like Bernie's hair, right through to some of the changes like our website, and changing that and being involved in photo shoots and all, you name it. You're all amazing, and we're really, really proud to be part and parcel of your voyage and your growth in empowering wellbeing itself, and shoehorning you out of your aches, pains and restrictions, and snowballing you to greater health and healing potential. If we can be of any help and assistance, please feel free to get in contact. If you want to make any comments whilst we finish this call, please feel free to make them, and I'll announce them, and we'll go from there. But I hope that this news receives you well. I know that some people will be upset and disappointed by the fact that we are leaving our flagship clinic, but having said that though, we have now got this wonderful new home in Basing View. It is absolutely beautiful, and we really, really invite you all to come in and have a little look. As I mentioned earlier, we've got comments aplenty. We've got Andrew Sheldon, who's got a wonderful smiley face. I'm so happy that we've got happy faces on there. And Gareth Williams has said we love Boney. Everybody seems to love Boney. In fact, he's on Twitter. He should have his own Twitter account. People are talking left, right and centre with Boney. Hashtag Boney. Seriously, give him a message. He will respond back. He's been sending out quite politely this call. He's seen everything that's happened in this clinic, and he likes to meet up with people, and everybody really, really loves Boney, especially when he dresses up. Andrew Sheldon saying Waitrose for your lunches. You have no idea how much money it can be spent in Waitrose and John Lewis, just down the road from us. And of course, whilst we have free parking at Arena, it is actually really good for parking as well. It's got 2 hours free parking. Having said that though, going to Waitrose and John Lewis and buy something when you're there if you do decide to park there, and it's really easy they're wonderful there too. Just so that you know as well, as we're whilst I'm waffling, we also have our price plans now on this wonderful little funky stand. So we've got them in the clinic as well. So if you're ever unsure, you're thinking, or maybe I might want to go for a plan or whatever, we don't have to get to the web page. You can actually see what the prices are. We can have a chat about it. So if you do have any questions about prices or any other structures, you're more than welcome to contact me as well. I think that's everything for this wonderful call, and I'm really, really, really happy that nobody is yet on here has put a big frowny face. So thank you so much for everybody who has interacted with us and is talking with us and understands the position we're at. So just bullet point summary: we're leaving our Beechdown clinic. We're setting up a full-time clinic now, including a Sunday. So we're one of the only chiropractors in the area that are open on a Sunday, and we will be reducing, well, we're keeping our prices the same. We are reducing the price, so we're giving you a little discount. So Beechdown 5 is the code for Beechdown customers that want to try the Arena clinic. It is only a few miles away though, so it's not that far, but we're still doing it anyway because we'd rather give you the discount than to raise our costs with an increased rental price. I think that's it. So thank you for bearing with me. It's been a relatively longish call. As always, there are lots and lots of questions in our green box of questions. If you want to ask us a question about anything to do about chiropractic, healthcare, anything in general, feel free to ask us a question. They keep increasing, and lots of interesting questions have come up recently from patients, and we will answer them on other calls. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and as always, any comments, please put them below, and we will, of course, answer them. Hope you all have a great day. Take care. Bye.